Well, hey crafty friends, it's Heidi Scott with DIY Dreaming, and Happy New Year to you. In this video, I'm going to show you just a little peek at some of the flowers that we did last year, give you a few ideas about what we'll be doing this year, and I'm going to actually show you how to do a quick pulled string burlap flower. So, as you're hopping on, say hi, let me know where you're watching from, feel free to ask questions, feel free to sprinkle, all that good stuff. So, one of my creative New Year resolutions is to have more flowers, to do more flowers, to make more fun flowers. And so I just wanted to pull out a couple of the things that we did last year. Today, I replayed the video where I showed you how to make these easy cherry blossoms, and we will be doing something very similar to this, but with yellow, to make Forsythia branches sometime in the next week. These are a couple examples of the coffee filter flowers that we made last year, which we'll be doing again, because those are super fun and you can just go absolutely crazy with them. So these were some of the little loopy felt flowers, and these are the eyeglass cases that I made 2 years ago. So we'll probably do this craft again, but with a new spin on it. These are a bunch of paper and champagne cork flowers that I did last year that were super fun. We'll probably do something like this again, but maybe we won't use sheet music. I don't know. I have so many flowers in my brain that are just trying to get out. Of course, this is one of the, what did I call these? Oh, this was a clothesline rope flower, and a lot of my flowers have magnets on the back of it. We did this last year when we did this project right here. And just FYI, Facebook has a strange glitch happening right now where I can't flip my camera. So I'm sorry. I'll read this to you. I know it's backwards. There's absolutely nothing I can do right now to fix it. It says, I still remember the days I prayed for the things that I have now. And this is clothesline rope that we lined the center of this tarnished silver platter that we painted with. Whoops. And then I made these flowers using the clothesline rope. So we'll do something like that again this year for sure. Let's see, let me just plop this back in here. But what I want to show you today are a few of the, I called these pulled string burlap flowers, okay? And this is just a small part of them. I have made hundreds of these. Hundreds, all different colors, because this burlap that comes from Walmart, it's 5.5 inch wide burlap from the floral decorating part of the store. It comes in a lot of different colors: red, orange, cream, tan, dark brown, teal, yellow. I just got my first thing of this light yellow. There's also a mustardy color. And so I thought I'd show you real quick how to do one of these pulled string burlap flowers. Okay, so I'm going to cut a piece of this off that we're going to build our flower on, because I'm going to show you how to make a flat one. And I need my little mat. So who loves to make flowers? Anyone else like me love that? Okay, and I'm using today my Surebonder Cool Shot low temperature hot glue gun, because I'm going to have glue all over my fingers for sure. All right, to make this one that we're doing today, I cut a length of this ribbon 18 inches, okay? And then what I, oh shoot, my pliers are out in the other room. Dang. then what I did, do I have any pliers in here? Yeah, the Lord. And then, oops. And then I just used some pliers. You have to pull one string at a time, but it is really much easier if you do it with pliers. And I just pulled all the strings out of the center. So you want to go down to about, I'll show you up close in just a second. So you have about 3 or 4 little layers still connected. Okay, so can you see on this side there's 4 strings, 1, 2, 3, 4. And on this one I need to pull a few more. This is oddly satisfying to pull the strings out of your burlap ribbon while you're just sitting watching TV. It really is. Okay, that may be as far as I can go. I think so, because they don't always make this, they don't always make it straight. Let's see, can I get any more out right here? Okay, we're gonna say good enough. Okay, and then I don't throw these away. What I do is I straighten them out and I just put a little loop or a little knot in the center, and you can do flowers like this, kind of a flower. Using these, you can also make some great tassels. So don't throw your strings away, just straighten them out nice and neat, and then do a loose loop in the center. And then you'll be able to use it for future craft projects. Okay, so first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna take this, again, this is 18 inches, what I have right here. You're gonna take this and you're gonna be folding it in half and gluing these 2 sides together. And it does not have to be perfectly straight or anything, because this is a messy kind of a flower. But you see what I mean? I've just glued those 2 sides together. We're gonna continue doing that. And I will have glue all over my fingers by the time I'm done, so it's super important not to use a high temperature hot glue gun, but to use one that's low. And I'm just putting a thin bead of glue to glue those 2 sides together. And then I always get this question, which kind of cracks me up. People say, what do you do with these? Well, I don't do anything like significant with them. They're just pretty and they're fun to decorate with. They're fun to add to a sign or a pillow or that kind of thing, but they don't have any real utilitarian purpose. They're just pretty. Okay, we're almost there. And again, this was 18 inches. If you want a smaller flower, you could do 12 inches or 9 inches. I suggest you just experiment. And when you're doing it, if it's too long, you just cut it off. Okay, I'm almost to the end. See, look, you're gonna have glue on your fingers, you just are. Okay, I'm gonna trim off this end right here. And I'm gonna trim off that other end a little bit. And we're gonna build this because I'm gonna show you how to do a flat one. These are all regular pulled string burlap flowers, and they don't lay flat because you're basically just rolling them, okay? But can you see what I mean? When we do this one, we're gonna pull it so it's flat. All right, and I'm gonna start, you know what, I want a slightly bigger piece. These little rolls of 5.5 inch wide ribbon came from Walmart. This is what this one looked like. Okay, it's gonna be backwards, I'm sorry. I will get a picture and put it in the comments. They're not with the ribbon, They are in the section at Walmart where they have the faux florals and the floral foam and that kind of thing. Okay, so I'm just gonna start, and I'm going to be making like a circle. And I'm just gluing the part that we glued together in the shape of a circle. It doesn't have to be perfect. You're just gonna kind of stretch and bend it. When I saw this yellow ribbon when I was at Walmart getting groceries, I was like, oh my gosh, that makes me so happy. It just looks like, I don't know, it just reminds me of spring. And then I started thinking about doing some Forsythia, using yellow tissue paper and branches. And it looked kind of similar to these cherry blossoms, but they'll be a little bit smaller and they'll be like Forsythia, which that is the first flower in my area that really blooms each year. And I have a whole bunch of it in my backyard because when we were initially doing our backyard, the flowers and the bushes and stuff, I knew that I wanted Forsythia for sure. Okay, so I've got a loop here, and I may not have enough in this. I probably don't. I might have to pull some more strings. Then you're just gonna start gluing down in from where your first row was. And it can be messy because it's all gonna be covered up. This reminds me of either a yellow daisy or, I don't know what that flower is actually called, but in the South they call them black eye Susans. If we did a black button or something in the center, or a yellow daisy. Okay, and I didn't have quite enough, but I will come back and add some more to it, and then I would essentially just trim the back of this off. You guys, and I want to warn you, it looks like a sunflower. Yeah, that's the other thing I meant to say. I want to warn you about making these pulled string burlap flowers, something that I've heard from a lot of my followers over the last 3 years. It is, once you start making these flowers, it is super addicting. I mean, it really is. Because you get such an instant gratification from it. They take no time at all, and they're just fabulous. And so a lot of my followers said that they've made hundreds of them, and they just couldn't stop making flowers. So I just cut the back of it off. And I will go sit down in front of the TV and pull some more strings to finish this project up. But then at the very end, you would add a button of your liking, whatever style you like. These are some wood buttons that came from Walmart. I also have a huge variety of different vintage mother of pearl buttons that I love to put in the center of these two. So, anyways, if it had something like this, and it was maybe, the button was a little bit bigger, like this one right here, it could resemble either a sunflower or one of those black eye Susans. Or I could even do this. That could be super cute too. Let me hold it up. So for today, I just wanted to give you a little tease into all the flowers that we have done and will be doing here at DIY Dreaming. Flowers are some of, I don't know, they're just so fun to make. I love to look at them in real life too. And especially if you get if you get really close and you look at how they are put together and you realize how important each little part of it is, I just think that they're proof that that God, an intelligent designer, created this world, created us, and created, you know, the beauty that we see around us. That it's not the product of millions and millions of years of accident and whim and cosmic crashes and evolution and stuff like that. It all has proof to me that there was a intelligent creator that put it all together, and that's our Heavenly Father. So I will finish this up and I will get pictures and I'll put that here in the comments and also at DIY Dreaming. And then this week for sure, I gotta get some yellow tissue paper. We'll be making some Forsythia branches. And then over the next months, we'll be doing lots of different flowers. So if you have an idea for a flower or something that you've seen that you've loved, oh my gosh, I'm looking over here. Oh, we've done so many different things, from stuffed flowers to stacked flowers to champagne cork flowers. If you have an idea, feel free to tell me in the comments. If you have friends that like this kind of thing, feel free to sprinkle this post to your social media because your friends probably will love to do some of the flowers that I have coming up. And Happy New Year to all of you guys. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you tomorrow, Sunday, the 2nd of January. I cannot believe it, 2022, for this week's episode of Christ in Crafting. And I hope you'll join me for that. Do a this or a this. Look up here to see if you've liked and followed DIY Dreaming. Maybe say something in the comments. And then possibly Facebook will show you what I have coming up. If they don't, you can always search DIY Dreaming and just go to my page and then click on the videos, and you can look through the list of the probably, I don't know, 1,000 videos that I've made in the last 3 years until you find the one that you want to watch. Alrighty, we'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.